have this Most High God all the way through the Old Testament. But the place where I want us to look at is in the book of Daniel. Daniel chapter number 4. Remember the setting of Daniel. Nebuchadnezzar went down to Jerusalem, conquered the city. And by the way, chapter 1, verse 2 of Daniel really is the theme of the book. That's where all of Nebuchadnezzar, his boys, got in big problem. They took all the stuff, all the gold, all the silver, all the vessels out of the temple and put them in the pagan temple there in Babylon. No, that was saying, my God's bigger than your God. We destroyed you. We've taken choice people from there. We've taken all that's valuable out of the place of worship. We've given it to our gods. Therefore, our pagan gods are stronger than this God who you say is El Elyon. See? But that was temporary, as we'll see. And remember, they took with them choice young men. We don't know how many exactly, but we know 4 names. Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, remember? Took them back and engulfed them in the culture of the Babylonians, taught them the Babylonian language, taught them the Babylonian traditions, gave them new godless names, pagan names, changed their names. And they were to be leaders of the Jews and also leaders in the courts. This is what Nebuchadnezzar did. And now we look in chapter 4 of Daniel, is, by the way, in my opinion, one of the most staggering chapters in all the Bible. Chapter 4 of Daniel. You know why? It was written by Nebuchadnezzar. Every word of it. That'll shock you. Here's a godless, pagan, megalomaniac, despot, vicious, jealous, brilliant, powerful, a murderer, a warrior. He's written a whole chapter in the Bible. Can you believe it? But it's a great chapter. It's a fabulous chapter. It is Nebuchadnezzar's spiritual autobiography. He tells us about the, you would say, chess match over big stakes he had with God, because Nebuchadnezzar says, I am sovereign of everything I see and everything I touch. I'm in charge. I am sovereign. And El Elyon says, no, O king. I am God and I am in control of everything. And we see the end of the story in chapter 4. You can outline chapter 4 easily. It's probably already done in your Bibles. You got the section beginning with verse 41 of chapter 4 of Daniel. And it goes, this is the vision of the great tree. It goes verse 41 all the way through verse 18. It's a vision. It's the vision of the dream. It's a vision of Nebuchadnezzar's dream. Look at verse 19 all the way through down to verse 27. It says Daniel's interpretation of the dream. Then you got verse 28 all the way down through verse 33. It says the realization, the fulfillment of the dream. And then you got verse 34 to the end of this chapter, and you have the restoration of Nebuchadnezzar. And that's the miraculous part. You got the outline.